victorious. Years, blood, sweat, tears, it's glorious. I remember when they always ignoring us. Dash, got it on, smash, foot on the gas. I will not crash, they will not stop me. Tenfold, copy, end zone, watch me celebrate. I'm cocky, I do my dance, jump in the stands. No man, man, oh, deal with the hands. Thought he could guard me, I ruin they plans. I do what I want, they do what they can. Got it on, smash, foot on the gas. I will not crash, 100-yard dash, 100-yard dash, 100-yard dash, 100-yard dash, 100-yard dash. They slept on the team that they owe me. I need a ring and a trophy. I say I'm the best cause I am. It's no need to letting them stay in the game. Team around took a tumble. Next time be humble. I'm the lion in the jungle. You just trying not to fumble. Rumble, young man, rumble. Never slip nor stumble. I take off, poof, magic. Now watch me juke through the traffic. Footwork fantastic. Dominating every facet. Treat the pocket like plastic. Here come the blitz, pass it. Got it on, smash. Foot on the gas. I will not crash. 100-yard dash. 100-yard dash. 100-yard dash. 100-yard dash. 100-yard dash.
It's lonely on top of the throne. I ain't a king, not a pawn. Hop on a jet across the globe. I guess the road is my home and there's so many milkers. Bird in my dome and like turbulent air. I'm switching these flows. If you look at my neck, boy, I'm letting it slow. I'm sturdy as hell, it's a vessel alone. They showing me love in my city. Gangs ain't hippies. Women like Nicky know what I'm about. I'm not. The stereotypes, they do not fit me. I'm bigger than life. Give everyone jobs. I'm not a guard. Go hard with a squad. I'm playing my part, but them LeBron. Rings to the team, I feel Jackson and hard. The homie calling from a cell. A couple of homies be making it. I just want all of them dudes to do well. Not worry about taking a couple of L's. Don't sin for me, just win for me. Don't kill for me, just live for me. Keep it real for me. We eat together, leave the bill for me like. Hand on my heart. I give it all I got. Walk the walk and talk the talk. Take it higher, that's a God. Hand on my heart, no, I give it all I got. Walk the walk, talk the talk. Take it higher, that's a God. Never stopping, that's a must. Always winning, never lost. GPS, I never lost. GPS, I never lost. Who do it better than me? Yeah. Vision on 2020. Yeah. VVS clip. Taking notice, taking notice, taking notice. Determination, laser focus. Banging on they though they taking notice.
I do this for the family. I might just blow my wheel. I'm keeping it so for real. Who feeling that glowing hill? I'm giving they soldier chills. My jewelry code is shield. Stories treacherous. I effortlessly show them skills. Yeah. Ripper stuff the edge like I don't know no feel. See the pain deep in my eyes, they know it's real. Yeah, been this way, right before the deal. Say this one for your photo real. Blessing after testing, I'ma show them skills. You ain't gotta tell me, I know I'm ill. Stories treacherous, I effortlessly show them skills. Yeah, how about it? How about it? You want it, you have it, you got it. Go snatch it, start the lot. Go ahead, jump it, how about it? How about it? Rep for your bro, for your poster, pop your projects. Pain driven,
All right, Coach, thanks. CA Sports coverage of the NFL has us on the west coast of the Sunshine State. Downtown Tampa's the spot, Raymond James Stadium. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Indianapolis Colts and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers.
There we go. Back man. 180. 53. Choose it. Choose it. Hey. Slam. Slam. Forward. Go. Slam. Slam. There's this. What's up?
On the ground, this is Rashad Penny. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold them to a short gain on first down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Throwing now is Wentz. Slings this deep from McLaurin. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down.
Well, they certainly didn't waste any time throwing some deep passes here. But the defense, it wasn't unexpected. They told their secondary, be ready, you're going to be tested all night by this team.
So trouble already here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 9. To throw, it's Wentz. And it's caught by Parker. 23 yards on the play.
Press coverage on the outside, and for defenders, that's the ultimate risk-reward. If you take the risk, can you reward yourself by keeping them on the line of scrimmage? But no, not on that one. Got the step on him. Now it's just a matter of laying the ball out there for him to go get it.
Exit. Target. 59 mark. Check. 59. Watch the slant. Check 50. Mike is 59. Mike to 59. You ain't going nowhere.
Throwing on first is Wentz. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Gotta imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18.
Bravo. 59. Great 57.
Now Wentz. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
I think we'll see more of them trying to get him the football out of the backfield. They love what he can do in open space, and they believe that he creates mismatches they can exploit.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now Rashad Penny. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. 7 yards on the carry there, but now they're staring at 4th down.
As much as I praise teams for being true to who they are, in this situation, I wonder if maybe they outguessed themselves a little bit. 3rd down, seemed like an obvious passing situation. They chose to run it and didn't get anywhere close to 1st down.
Hey, Wood!
I can't believe they even let you play.
Check 59. Mike is 59.
Here we go on 4th down with Wentz. Trying to lay one up. Well, he was looking for Parker, but it's intercepted. Dante Jackson picks it, and his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line. They were ball hawks last week. They had a trio of interceptions on defense. In the first drive, they pick up right where they left off.
They're creating quite a reputation for themselves, aren't they? And sometimes what happens is when they know that the defense can take the ball away, as they saw the previous week, now you try too hard to not let them take it away, and you force yourself into errors. They've intimidated them in a sense and gotten the ball from them.
65. Check nickel.
After the interception, it's Locke. Looking left side, he's got it. Complete. 1st down, Tampa Bay there, a gain of 13. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Check 37. Check 50. Check 50. Topper.
They run on 1st down with Jackson. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
Go.
At the 31-yard line.
40, Mike, 40.
On 2nd and 12, Luck. Open man is Kendrick Bourne. It's a gain of 16, 1st down Tampa Bay.
It certainly feels like there are more stars at the tight end position than there were even 10 years ago. And I think it's become more of a glamour position because of the ways it can hurt a defense, and guys want to be involved. They can be in line, close to the line of scrimmage. They can split out like receivers. But hands, route running, speed, and some toughness to go across the middle, you put it all together, you got a heck of a tight end candidate.
On second down and 4, Luck. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up third down. Now they face a third down and 4 after that incompletion on second down.
40's the mic. You ain't doing nothing today. You ain't doing nothing.
Here's Luck. He's got his man. It's Kendrick Bourne. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another first down at the Colts 30.
Brandon, unless my eyes deceive me, I think they found a matchup that they're trying to exploit here, don't you? I mean, it's the second time they've gone to him here on this drive.
Yeah, opening drive. It's a tone setter, right? I think they're going to be looking his way a lot.
Yeah, and I think that the way things are going right now, they like him as a featured receiver. Let's see what kind of adjustments the defense is going to make to try and take that away.
On second down, this is Jackson. 5 yards on the carry there, and it leaves him with third and about 6 yards to go.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
So it's 3rd and 6, and this will be the 8th play of the drive. Now it's Luck. That is caught inside the 5. And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Check 24, check 24. Check. Watch the whip. Mike 56.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he's in. Touchdown, Buccaneers. A great play there. His 9th touchdown of the season as his guys are on the board first here tonight. Lutz good on the extra point. And that makes the score 7-0. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take this across the 25. Couple extra yards. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 to score as they start 1st and 10. This is Penny. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. That's good for an Indianapolis first down on a gain of 10. Well, CD a lot of times like to separate speed and quickness, and they've got a back that's both. We know that he's fast in the open field, but, man, his first step is so quick, too.
It is something, isn't it? Because you think of that type of speed getting to the perimeter and turning upfield, but also when you run those inside runs, he can get into the secondary so fast the linebackers don't have a chance to react.
They keep it with Penny on first down. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39.
Well, he was looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple of yards out of it because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
25. Go. 5-9. Hey, Delta. Listen. 59.
Here's Wentz to throw. Gets it to his running back, Bernard. It'll be a 3-yard gain, and that's going to bring up a 3rd down.
A 3-yard pickup, and it's 3rd down.
The Bucs with an extra defender now in the secondary here on 3rd down.
Straight 15, straight 15.
59, Mike 59.
Hey, Foxtrot.
Snap coming at 1. Now Wentz. And that is incomplete. More problems here on 3rd down. They've converted only once so far in this first half.
And you know as well as I do in this league, if you don't win on 3rd down, it makes it hard to win a ball game because then you're relying on your defense, you're relying on your special teams. You've got to get it done with your offensive unit.
They failed once in this spot earlier, but the offense will stay out to go for it on 4th down.
Mike 59.
Hey, kill. Hey, Ford, don't kill.
59 Mike. Check, 59.
All day, baby, all day. Let's find 7.
Check hot route.
It's a son.
They do go for it. It's Wentz. And this is incomplete. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And it'll be a turnover on downs. So shall we say a bold decision to go for it, and that bold decision does not pay off.
And when you talk about bold, you're saying all caps?
All caps.
Yeah, without a doubt. Maybe they're telling their defense they have a lot of faith in them. I mean, that's how you have to spin it, is that you tell your defense, you know something? We were able to go for it there because you guys are so good. I'm not worried about things. That's the only explanation I can come up with in this situation.
And they're going to get him. He's taken down for a sack back at the 47-yard line. Jalen Ferguson gets him for a loss of 10 yards from his linebacker spot. And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20.
12. Hey, 7.
40's Mike. Exit. Check. 40's Mike. 40's a Mike. Pick it up, guys. Pick it up.
Oh, hey, we're going Mike 40.
Now Luck. He's got a man. That's caught. Left sideline. 23 yards the pickup there. That's what we're used to seeing from him right there. Plays like that, why he's number 4 in the league in terms of receiving yardage.
Able to make adjustments all along the way. Doesn't matter where he lines up, where he releases from. Working his way into the secondary, figures out defenses and finds weak spots in order to get open.
Third and long, it's Luck. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's 4th down.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it.
11. Monday. Hey, orbit.
They're going to go. It's Luck. And he's got a man, Corey Davis. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. Corey Davis, his 2nd touchdown on the season as the Buccaneers tack on to their lead. Lutz with the extra point, and that'll make the score 14-0.
Makes the score Buccaneers 14, Colts 0.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. This is fielded at the goal line. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. 2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0. Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. On 2nd down, here's Penny. And they won't fare much better here as he maybe gets back to the line. No gain on the play this time, and it'll be a 3rd and long situation coming up.
Check 59. Hey, team 6. Team 6. 59.
Mike's 59. Mike's 59.
Y'all not ready.
On 3rd and long, it's Wentz. And a throw there going to be incomplete. We've seen this offense do some unconventional things thus far, but they couldn't go for it on 4th down here, could they?
Could someone patch us into the head coach's headset? Punt the ball.
And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. Pulled in at the 24. He'll be hard-pressed to match that one. That a 65-yard punt. And the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. It's been a good first half so far. They're up 14-0. Points here, they could really put them in command before intermission.
Yeah, and it's all well and good what they're seeing and how they're feeling right now. But this is the NFL. How many times have we watched 14-0 leads evaporate and quickly? So how have we seen them combat it? Continue to run your offense, but don't back off at all. Don't start looking at the clock. Don't start thinking about, hey, just take care of the football. Keep attacking. Usually the best way to maintain control.
11B. Hey, Charlie.
Watch the curl. Watch the curls. Let's go.
Luck on 1st down. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off near the 42. And he'll get this one out to the 50 to the midfield stripe. He's at it again, Charles. He had the pick 6 last week. Not a pick 6 here, but an interception.
It's another Oski, because that's the word we use when we intercept a pass. Oski tells your team to rally around and block for you. Well, that worked really well last week because he made it all the way to the end zone. This week, he got the Oski, maybe not a touchdown, but, boy, he's playing really well.
Penny, a 1st down carry. And, boy, this defense, again, really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. So nothing there that time, and maybe you need to look to the O-line. They weren't able to create any space.
No, they weren't, and you know as well as I do, as many offensive line coaches we've ever met, I think that'll be addressed loudly when those guys get to the sideline.
And they're usually loud and big.
59, check, 59. Hey,
57.
I'm coming after you. Check 59.
From midfield, here's Wentz. Going deep here for Parker. That's caught inside the 20. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down.
Hey, let go.
Check 59. They can't hang with us. 559. Let's go.
Shotgun now for Wentz. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. Devontae Parker, the intended receiver, but it's going to be 2nd down.
He was covered by Jair Alexander.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
46 down, man, 5-4.
Mike is 59. Mike to 59. Let's go, defense. Let's get out the field. Mike's 59. Mike's 59.
To throw is Wentz. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. From the right hash, this from 33. And Gay knocks this one through. And they will get themselves on the board here at 14-3. Well, not the best first half facing this deficit, but at least they did put 3 on the board before half.
Yeah, it's a little bit like that stormy, cloudy day, and the sun peeks through just for a second. They saw the sun there. They're hoping to see a little bit more of it in the second half.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. The Bucs with a lead, and they'll get the football first as the second half is underway. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. So the big play moves them all the way across midfield to the 40 now for 1st and 10. Now a give, right side. Jackson, and shutting him off, now open field. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown of the night as the Buccaneers tack on to their lead. Lutz good on the extra point, and the lead is up to 18 now. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And their halftime hole now even deeper. And they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Now the first carry for Giovanni Bernard. And not much there at all. He's up only to about the 16-yard line. And they only get a yard back there. They'll be left with a 3rd down and long. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Working from the gun, Wentz. And he's taken down. Back at his own 7. Darius Leonard able to record his 5th sack of the season.
I think we've seen this before. Someone's down 3 scores. That situation there, it's just going to add to their growing frustrations, don't you think?
Yeah, a bad number 3 right now. 3-score game, 3rd quarter, 3 and out, not what they wanted. And you can tell on the sideline, those faces are getting a little bit longer as this one goes. Excellent work on the run back there, 33 yards. And the Buccaneer offense will be set up well as they take over.
Monday.
Now a first down throw. Luck. He's going to take a shot right away for the end zone. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. Oh, very close to a turnover there in the end zone. So second down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40.
Check.
Throwing is Luck. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. Snags it for the pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. They needed a break. They needed to make a play here in the third quarter. Defensively, they did that. Now they got to go quickly and get some points on the board.
And the best part is that they made their own break. Taking the ball away. Now they just look at their offense and saying, guys,
let's go.
Come on, capitalize on this one.
Six guys. Check 6 guys. Wow.
They'll try and get the run game going. This is Penny. And they're able to swarm him behind the line, and his rough night continues. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's second down. On second and 11 now. Wentz, and his throw is incomplete. He was trying to find his tight end, Dan Arnold, and that'll make it third down. Just a little beyond the reach there of his receiver. That's probably one he wishes he had back.
He wishes it had been 7-on-7 in practice, or maybe even routes versus air, because that's a completion he makes, 9.9 times out of 10? Just missed that one.
Mike is 59. Mike to 59.
Now Wentz on third down. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up fourth down. Well, this secondary has done such a good job of frustrating these receivers tonight. Another example right there on the deep ball.
Sometimes when the sun goes down and it's just the bright lights in the stadium, there's a little extra spring in their step, doesn't it? And that's what we're seeing from the defenders. Doesn't matter whether it's man or zone, deep ball, short ball. And that was a deep one there. Can plays on the football, contest.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here.
A 6-yard pickup brings up second and 4.
Check.
At the 29-yard line.
12. Bravo.
From the 29, Luck. Open man is born. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. It's a gain of 11, and the Bucs have a first down. On first down, Jackson. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Partner, I remember a coaching friend of mine used to tell his running backs before games, make sure you run and jog with your offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking when those big behemoths start to create space for you up front. He did a pretty good job of just following those guys through there for a nice explosive run.
And Luck will be intercepted for a third time. Picked off at the 36. The 20. And they will finally stop him, but a great return gets that football all the way down to the 16-yard line. Of course, they had the option, and they choose to not take the penalty.
They like the results of the play that they just ran, and they elect to let them stand.
Go. 180. Hey, ref 5-2. On here.
Mike, check. 59. You can't block me. You can't block me.
Two jet. Here.
Watch the screen.
Wentz now on first down. And he's going to go down. He's sacked back at the 24. Darius Leonard in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. On second down, Bernard. return. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up third down. Up front, the struggles continue for this offense among the line. What can they do? Change the play calling? What?
I think part of that, yes, changing some of the play calls, some screens, some draws, some misdirection. You want to run any type of a play that will influence these guys to continue to get upfield and find a way to use that against them and slip things in behind them. So some quick passes could work as well.
And that'll set them back 5. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends.
Hey, check. Bunch.
Mike's 59. Mike's 59.
You don't want none, baby. You don't want
80 weapons.
Hey, you don't want to see.
Hey, kill.
You don't want it.
No.
Hey, wahoo.
Mike, check. 59.
Where's Jim?
I'm coming. Mike's 5'9". Mike's 5'9". Come off the ball.
Hey, bunch.
From the gun on third down, Wentz. And that is caught. What a catch inside the 5. Back now in Tampa. It's the Colts, so they've got the football, but they've got work to do, trailing here as we begin the fourth quarter. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. And they'll turn their power game to try to get in. And he'll keep working toward that end zone as he's down to about the 2-yard line. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up second and goal. From the 2 now, second and goal. Penny will try to punch it in. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher third down looming.
Hey, empty. Hey, forward, Tokyo.
Wentz now on third and goal. And he's got his target. It's caught for a Colts touchdown. Terry McLaurin, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Colts use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. And now it's blocked. The Bucs pick it up. The big fella. He's at the 40, 20, 10, 5, and all the way into the end zone, and that's 2 points. So after the block PAT, they're ready to kick this one off. This is taken at his 4. And he'll take this across the 25. Couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. Charles, you'd said the magic number was probably right around 20 for this defense because they're facing one of the top 5 offenses in the league in terms of points scored. They've had their moments, but this offense just a little too good, isn't it?
They really are, because no matter what you do to make an adjustment on defense, they've had an answer for it.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. It's a gain of 11, and the Bucs have a first down. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. A shotgun snap for Luck. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. An excellent pickup of 20 yards. They run with Jackson out of the gun. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down.
What an advantage having a lead guy in the middle of the defensive line, because not only does he take up the space and let the linebackers run free, but he can also make plays himself, as we just saw there.
On 2nd and 11 now. Luck. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down. The Bucs on third down. They've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 11. From From the gun, here's Love. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another first down at the Colts 26. Big hook up there, forced to throw it on third down. The connection's going to keep the drive alive and also keep the clock moving.
Yeah, and from a defensive perspective, didn't get a sack, didn't knock the ball free, didn't break up the pass. The clock keeps running on you. You're in a dire situation now.
This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Able to stay in bounds, so the clock keeps rolling. And this defense right now backed up in the red zone. Another touchdown, it's over. They've got to stand tall quickly.
Been in this spot before. Now there's a little bit of desperation creeping in. And all you're doing when you're talking to your defensive teammates is first guy.
And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. A costly penalty there. A lineman got downfield, and for the moment, that cost him 6 points. On second down now, it's Jackson. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. That's going to be a 6-yard gain. It leaves him with third down and just a yard to go. This will be play number 7 on the drive. 3rd and a yard. On third down, this is Jackson. And he gets the first down yardage before he's brought down just outside the 10 at the 11. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs. They'll run on first down. It's Jackson. A great move, but it only takes him to the 7. He's dropped there. And they give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. So time has run out on what will be a Tampa Bay victory, and they were really helped by their defense, forcing 3 turnovers.
I think what we saw in this one, today's defense. And what I mean by that is in the old days, pitching shutouts was big time. That was paramount. But the big thing was holding people down, holding down their yardage, right? Don't let them throw the ball through the air and gain a lot of. But now, it's about taking the ball away. Taking away possessions, getting the ball back for their offense. They had 3 takeaways in this one, and it led them to victory.
So for the Buccaneers, that early momentum continues here as they move to 4-0. And they'll hit the road next week to take on the Dallas Cowboys. Meanwhile, for the Colts, they'll fall back to 500 at 2-2. And they'll look to regroup next week as they head to Houston to take on the Texans. So for Charles Davis and our
don't wear